All right. Can you hear me now? There we go. What's up, everybody out there? It's your man, Governor Wildstar, here with another Black Side of Liberty. All of you out there watching, I appreciate you all for tuning in to this wonderful episode who I'm hoping to kick off very soon. Dr. Love, you are the first to win a shout out from yours truly. So thank you very much, Dr. Love, for tuning in and dropping a comment. I appreciate you. And all of you out there that are watching, please definitely do like Dr. Love did and drop a comment during the show anytime, and I'll be sure to display that on the screen. I'm still getting my camera situated here. I had dropped it. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to have a wonderful show with an incredible guest who I'm hoping to have on. Unfortunately, he has not jumped into the session yet. So hopefully before the end of this broadcast, he'll be able to jump in and we can have our scheduled interview. All right. It looks like my flag is a little bit crooked, but yeah. Anyways, we'll fix that soon for the next episode. I was doing some rearranging of my studio earlier today and did my best to kind of get that even, but it looks like it's not. So we'll fix that. Anyways, got Anthony out there, so let's go. What's up? How you doing, man? Thank you for tuning in, Anthony. I appreciate you for being here with your man. And Crystal Wildstar, my lady Wildstar, says, wait, what does he win? He won a shout out for me, like I said. Shout out from yours truly, and same to you, Lady Wildstar, my wonderful wife, who says I'm all good with regards to my malfunction back here with my flag. But thank you very much. Shout out to you also, my love. But yes, thank you to all of you for jumping in. And I was hoping to have a conversation with Moses West, who is the founder of the Moses West Foundation and creator of the atmospheric water generator. You got to look that up. It's very fascinating technology, which basically creates water out of thin air. You got that right. It basically takes the water molecules in the atmosphere and it creates drinking water with that machinery. So be sure to check in or come in, whenever my man jumps into the conversation, hopefully soon. And much love to you, Lady Wildstar. If you guys haven't heard yet, she is right here on the Governor Wildstar YouTube channel. So if you are out there watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. Every Wednesday, you can find my wife right here, Crystal Wildstar, on the Governor Wildstar YouTube channel. And so please definitely subscribe. She does her thing called Crystal Room Wednesdays. So come on back every Wednesday for Crystal Room Wednesdays, where you can talk to my wife, Crystal Wildstar, right here. And she will answer any and all questions that you may want to ask. All right. So yeah, much love to you. And I guess in the interim, I'll do a Q&A. I'll answer your questions, but I'm not a psychic. So I'm not going to read your future, tell you about your love life or, any of that stuff. But we can definitely talk politics. We can talk shop. We can talk revolution. Absolutely. I'm all about that. And I'll always give you a shout out, love. Thank you very much. Yashua says, greetings. What's up, Yashua in the house? What's up? I appreciate you for jumping in to the conversation. I'm just doing the Q&A, I guess, chat for a moment. I'm not going to hold you guys on the line long since, like I said, it looks like my guest may not be jumping into the interview as scheduled as expected. Hopefully we can get him on the show soon. But if he doesn't jump in here, anytime soon. Like I said, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. All right. So let's see. My man Anthony says, what would be your first few actions as governor? Oh, that's a good one, Anthony. Well, first things first, we're going to audit the damn state. We need to find out where our tax dollars have been going and to acknowledge what's been going on with the economy and how it's been affecting every income earner here in the state of California. I believe that we could definitely use a suspension of all taxes. You heard that right from Governor Wildstar. One of the first things that you're going to be receiving, residents of California, is a suspension of all taxes. You won't have to pay any gas tax. You won't have to pay any sales tax. You won't have to pay any property tax. You won't have to pay any damn tax. Gas tax, none of those taxes, because I'm going to suspend them all until we find out, like I said, where the hell have our tax dollars been going? Because these government officials that we've gotten into office, we can't trust them as far as we could throw them. And I don't trust them with my money. And as I'm sure most of you out there that have been paying your taxes faithfully and have been entrusting our government to do what they're supposed to be doing with that money responsibly, definitely don't think right now they are being responsible with that money. If you look into the governor of California, he has exploited that tremendously by taking emergency aid funding that was meant for small businesses and took it himself. He has a multi-million-dollar company, and he took all of that money that, again, should have went to those small businesses that are possibly by now even out of business. So it's extraordinary that this is happening, that this transference of wealth is happening during this pandemic panic, this crisis that has taken the effect of all of our lives. So we definitely got to step it up as far as leadership. And first things first, like I said, find out where all of our money has been going. So that's one of the first few things I'll be doing as governor. Let's see. Cody says, I can't understand you're wearing that thing. I can't understand. You can't understand why I'm wearing this thing, or you can't understand me while I'm wearing it. I don't understand you. But the reason why I'm wearing my mask, Cody, since I get a lot of questions about that, is because it is in protest of this whole mask mandate that has been imposed upon we the people during this whole coronavirus thing. So I feel as if I should be forced to wear a mask. I might as well choose one of my choice, one that is fitting and of my choosing. So this is it. And exactly that. And this mask is very symbolic. If you look it up, it is a Guy Fawkes V for Vendetta mask. Check out the movie V for Vendetta if you haven't. But this mask symbolizes that revolution, that fervent energy of revolution against oppressive government. And we definitely have that here in California. We have that in the United States of America. Our government is becoming more tyrannical and oppressive than ever before. And it is up to we, the people, to rise up against it and say, fuck you, we've had enough. We want to live our lives. And I choose to breathe, live my life without a mask. So until I'm not going to be forced against my will, and that's also what this flag represents. An upside down flag represents a nation in distress and people being violated for their personal property. And your body is your personal property. And I feel violated by being told that I must be wearing a mask at all times while outdoors, simply because it's for my own good. I want to choose to make that own choice for myself, and I want to choose to go outside and breathe without a mask. So if it bothers you too damn much, Cody, maybe you shouldn't be watching. But Crystal's spiritual show is badass. Thank you, Cody. Please definitely come back Wednesdays. If you don't have a problem hearing her, she doesn't wear a mask. Come back Wednesdays for Crystal Rule Wednesdays, and I appreciate you for checking in with her. But he says it's muffled. Okay. It's a matter of getting a microphone, all of that good shit. I don't know what the hell, but I've made some alterations to my mask to where it's not pressing on my lips like it usually is. But I also made this slit here a little bit wider, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit louder. But I'll do my best to speak as clearly as possible. Cody also has questions. And what makes you think you can suspend all taxes with the stroke of a pen? Because that's exactly what governors do, right? They are in control of the budget, Cody. And in the state of California, I would have the authority as governor to go line by line through that budget and say, nope, 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 nope. And also, right now, the governor, through executive order, has imposed a lot upon we the people. So by executive order, I could also suspend any and all taxes, as I said, until this audit, this public audit that will be made completely public to you. You will be able to go online, watch real time how all of your money has been spent the entire time in the state of California, especially in this past year, and especially during this crisis, this pandemic panic, where they have been collecting any and all of your money. So we're going to end that shit right here, right now. Trey is in the house. I got my man Trey in the house. What he said? Say it, bro. Hey, I appreciate you for being here, Trey. That's my brother from another mother right here. And he definitely has seen V for Vendetta. Like I said, y'all, please be sure go out there, check out the damn movie if you haven't already. Y'all ask too many damn questions, and I find myself repeating the same damn things often. I would love to talk about something new. So he says, I support your shows, brother. All right. Thank you very much, Cody. And please continue to watch. I'll find a way to get around this whole muffled mask deal. Maybe I can get a microphone or some shit like that to where y'all can hear me clear. But I like to stay true to character here and continue wearing my mask for the Black Side of Liberty. I may have specials where I don't wear the mask. Actually, I do. I have them all the time. So check out those videos indeed, and be sure to share. As you can see down at the bottom, it's been scrolling constantly. Share any of my videos. They definitely help me expand my audience to be heard by many more people. And that's what it takes, because the mainstream media is not going to give me any attention at all. I am anti-establishment. I am fuck the bullshit. We have had enough. Shit needs to change right now or else. And they don't like to hear that. They don't want to promote that type of personality. And they definitely don't want you, we the people, to know that you have an opportunity to elect this type of individual to be given the authority to change government. And that's what we want to do. We want to change government with our vote. We don't want to keep the shit going the same. Like Lady Wildstar says with the mask, you know what I'm saying? You people are stuck with the zombie voting, going out there and doing the same thing over and over again, over and over again. You going to pick red or blue? Who you going to pick, red or blue? Republican or Democrat? Instead of doing something new. And that's be bold, vote gold, vote libertarian. All of you out there that are watching, please, if you want to be revolutionary, you want to change the criminal justice system, do you really want to make sure that our economy is flourishing like ever before? Do you really want to get rid of taxes? You really want to get rid of government invading your privacy, whether it be your guns, whether it be your drugs, whether it be your sexual preference, whether it be, just sex, period. They have laws against that. Anywhere you go, there's laws, so many laws that the government has done and put on the books to dictate all of our lives. It's tyrannical, it's authoritative, and it should not exist according to the Constitution. There are people like me out there that know this, that are attempting to, again, infiltrate government, get in there, and change the books. That's what libertarians want to do. We want to infiltrate the government so we can change all of the laws, the bad laws, get them off the books so we can get government off of our backs. And that's exactly what I'm sure most of you out there want. And if that is really what you want, then please definitely vote libertarian, okay? Right on. I love it. Preach it, baby. Thank you very much. Oh, shit. I got a lot of comments rolling in here. All right. I'm going to just keep going down. I was just running on a rat here. All right. My volume down. I can't hear you. So my check back in. All right. Please do. Give your boy a call. I would love to talk to you, man. I'm out here in Fresno, hot to death, without any friends or family. I'm trying to grow my tribe, trying to grow my family, trying to expand my neighborhood. So wherever you are, come on through. You know what I'm saying? Got Cody's vote, who's out there in the Bay. All right, good looking, Cody. I appreciate it. So yeah, I would come through the Bay Area again. I was out there with Spike Cohen, who is the vice presidential candidate for the United States of America in the Libertarian Party. We were out there in Empowerment Park. Media didn't say a word. And if it was Kamala Harris out there, if it was Mike Pence, you know, out there in Oakland, I'm pretty sure there would have been cameras everywhere. But you had, again, me, black man, running for governor of California, would be the first elected governor of California to be a black person, and a white guy who is in the middle of Oakland and is the vice presidential candidate of the United States of America for one of the nation's major parties. And he was completely ignored. We were completely ignored. And like I said, it's up to us, we the people, to keep each other informed. So please continue watching these videos and sharing them, share all my posts. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Karen. She says we can hear you fine. I appreciate it, Karen. I'll do my best, like I said, to speak up for those that are unable to. And Matthew Mariscal says, fire. I don't know. I'm talking fire over here. Good shit. All right. That's good. I'm getting a lot of love, and I definitely need to keep the love coming in. It's a lot of haters out there in the world, and a lot of people ask me to read through my comments and shit like that. Hell no. I mean, I go to sleep with, you know, a lot of these comments on my mind, and a lot of them are heartbreaking to hear, especially when they're telling me I'm a waste of time and I'm an idiot and I'm stupid, and just very insulting to my character. And, you know, we're all human beings. So, Anthony, I'm going to keep fighting the good fight, definitely, despite all of the hatred. And I got my man, Mugabe John Socrates, here from Uganda, Africa. Oh, what's up? Yeah, we got Uganda in the house, and that's what we need, more liberty lovers and freedom fighters all over the world, like my man, Mugabe John Socrates right here. He just was on the Black Side of Liberty. Be sure to check out that interview with him right here. Check it out. All my beings of light, art, culture, and knowledge out there, please check out the interview with them. It was spectacular. And thank you, Mugabe, for being here. And like I said, being out there in Uganda, expanding the ideas of libertarianism and letting people know that it can be the key to true independence, what we want from our government exactly, fundamentally and principally, without any compromise whatsoever. And that's what this is all about, is getting what we demand from our government, right? Solo Cam agrees, or else. I agree. Thank you very much, Solo Cam. Matthew Mariscal says, be bold, vote gold, please, indeed. And Trey says, FTB, that's right. What would for the disabled, the mentally disabled people in California? That's actually a good question, because I've actually spoke with someone over the weekend, and he asked me exactly that. And I told him, over the past 10 years, there hasn't been any comprehensive change to the mental health system here in California. We definitely need to improve that. We need to make sure that more mental health professionals are trained to deal with different types of personalities and different types of mental health conditions, and make sure that if those people are out there living on the streets, that the people that are assisting them during a mental health episode are not people that are in fear of their life, especially if it could lead to that person's death when they are in need of help themselves. So instead of sending out police officers, I would make sure the mental health professionals are able to be called out on the scene and provide those people with the necessary assistance that they need. Also, make sure that, again, that we're expanding the education of mental health conditions. I believe that there should be mental health classes in, high school or something like that, where people learn about people that have bipolar issues or schizophrenia or any other type of mental or health condition or disability, physical disability, etc., and needs to be discussed in a classroom setting to where people don't feel like it's something that's so foreign to them. And it's a shame that it's a matter of respect. We definitely should learn to respect each other more, and it comes with us learning more about each other's differences that's going to come to fruition. We need more representatives that are in office that have physical disabilities. I was speaking with a representative, Tom Quittier, out in New York, who is in a wheelchair and he's running for office. And a lot of people may see that as an impairment for him as a candidate, but if you look at his policies and compare it to that of his opponent, he's definitely the stronger candidate. And hopefully more people will vote for him based on what he's proposing to do for the community as a whole, not just those people that are disabled. And there's a lot of policies, of course, that need to be changed also. There are businesses that are forced to adhere to building codes and structural changes just to provide access to those people with wheelchairs, etc. So it gets very involved, very deep. And like I said, it needs to be unraveled. There needs to be more people involved. I'm not a professional myself, so I'm going to hire professionals, since that's what's going to be my job, make sure that the job gets done correctly. But we're going to come up with solutions. That's the thing, is politicians right now, they let the problem exist and fester so they can have a reason to stick around and actually validate their purpose. No, that ain't your reason. If you come in office saying, I'm going to attack homelessness, deal with homelessness, and get rid of homelessness, then you should be doing exactly that. Anything less, your ass need to go. If you get into office saying, I'm going to reform the criminal justice system and make sure niggas not getting shot anymore by the police. If you get into office like Barack Obama did, and you sit around for 8 years and niggas still get shot, then your ass needs to go. And you were a waste of time, and you need to be held liable for violations and crimes against humanity. That's what I believe. Or treason. We can talk other things, but we're going to move on. Trey, I hope I answered your question more. I could talk more, but that's what I always do. So I'm going to shut up and move it along. Solo Cam says, hell yeah, but I'm not gay. I'm straight. I'm just saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I am straight too. I'm a happily married man, as you can see. Yeah. Anyways, much love to you. We can say love to each other without it being on some gay shit. All right. Cody says, who cares what your identity is? You are absolutely right. That it's unfortunate that there are people out there that are stuck on imagery, the optics of anything, especially now. If you look on TV, I think it's crazy that how I turn on the TV now and I see so much Black representation in TV shows. It's incredible. It's to me, it's a wonderful thing, because before that, you turn on TV and nothing but you see were people that were that didn't look like you. So it's a wonderful thing to see this happening, but yet at the same time, you have to question, what is the purpose? Why are they doing it? Are they doing it for capital gain? Which most likely it seems like they are, because everybody's capitalizing on this whole racial injustice and inequality issue. And they're making a lot of money off the movement. Is that being used in a way to is enlightening people and awakening them to what's going on? You have those that are, and then those that aren't. My wife and I, we just started watching this show called Woke on Hulu or some shit. And at first I thought the shit was corny, but then, it dropped some bombs in there ASAP. And a lot of people definitely need to be watching that show. If you haven't already, please check it out. Woke on Hulu. There's my drop for you. Cody says, we'll meet one day for sure. I'll be out there. I appreciate it, man. You definitely got to come out, meet me in person. If you're out in California, if you are on my Governor Wildstar Facebook page, I put all of my events there. Come on out. Let's meet. Let's meet in person. Let's talk. Please promote those events if you cannot come out there, like Cody, or anybody else that wasn't able to make any of my previous events. Please promote the event. Come out to the next one if you can. Help me get some bodies in there, and let's get this liberty movement, more people, more boots on the ground, because that's what I'm doing. I'm a leader for the people on the boots on the ground. The ivory tower, they have their supporters. They have their people standing behind them and giving them all the contributions that they need, all of the volunteers that they need, all of the donations, the funding that they need. We, the people on underground, my man Mugabe John Socrates right here, like me, who are attempting to build something on an organic level, we don't have all of those resources readily available to us. So we're doing our best to build that. We're doing our best to expand our reputation and our notoriety to help expand that and grow that and improve that. And we need you to make that happen. It can't be built on our own. As much as we want to put in all of our efforts and make sure that we're seeing it through to be as successful as possible, which anybody should be doing with whatever you seek to do and achieve in life, you got to make sure you do it wholeheartedly and follow through, But if you don't build that support network, that people behind you that are inspired by you to help get what you are attempting to do off the ground, then it's definitely going to be harder for you. So please, out there, people, support my man Mugabe John Socrates. He sent me some love, says vote Nicholas Wildstar. It's a vote for liberty. Yes, it's a vote for freedom. It's a vote for independence. It's a vote for we the people. And that's what it is. We want to make sure that we are returning government back into the hands of we the people. NYS, Karen Thompson says, has a bill working through mandating 500 hours of training to wash hair in a salon. The husband of the woman tabling the bill owns a beauty school. That's ridiculous. I would end any and all occupational licenses, period. You wouldn't need a damn occupational license to own a salon and wash some hair. You wouldn't need an occupational license to cut some trees, okay? You would need an occupational license to be a barber or a roofer, or whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to obtain that to provide to your customers as an assurance that you are certified or licensed or qualified, more qualified than the next to do that job, then so be it. You shouldn't be forced to do so. That takes away your ability to actually have a job. There's people out there that have the skills, don't have the money to obtain a license, or can't pay the fees and all of this other shit, can't go to classes and do the mandated 500 hours of training and all of this shit, and they just want the job, and the job is there. The people want to give them the job, but the government, the state, is in the way. We need to sever that relationship, cut those ties completely. That's what I would do as governor of California. So Karen Thompson, please reach out to any and all of those people in the hair care profession and let them know what I'm attempting to do as the next governor. And please contribute to my campaign if you can. Trey Sanders says, copy that, message me with your number. Will do, brother man. Will do indeed. Cody L says, you're welcome, Lady Wildstar. Thank you so much again, Cody, for tuning in to her show as well as mine. So thank you. Steve Espinoza says, hello from Fontana, California. What's up, Steve? Thank you for being here in the house on the Black Side of Liberty. I appreciate you for being here and tuning in. Crystal Wildstar says, oh, wow, that's messed up. Even if they don't agree, they shouldn't call you names. That messes up all credibility that they feel they have. I know. I do my best not to call people names, even though sometimes I really do want to go unfiltered. But it's a matter of expressing your point without digging at someone and, jabbing at their personality to make your point. That's not going to assure anyone that what you're saying is actually true or valid. Trey says, yep. Thank you, Trey. Karen Thompson says police just killed them. Happened in Rochester this week. It's awful what's going on in our country. There's been tons of police shootings just in 2020 alone. I think that has surpassed our nation's total for last year alone. And it's sickening. We don't even hear about the majority of these shootings. I heard about a shooting where a 16-year-old, a teenager who had autism, was shot. He wasn't killed, thankfully, but he was shot by a police officer, I believe, 7 times while he was running away. And this is a kid, and he has autism. And the parent told them, the police, when they responded to the call, he's not a threat. He's a kid. He's throwing a temper tantrum or whatever, and he has this mental health condition. So please do not shoot him. And what did the officers do? Shoot him. It needs to end. Steve Espinoza says, I'm straight out, just the truth, not perfect, just the truth. You can't lose with the truth. Exactly. I do my best to provide people with the truth. Not a lot of people can handle the truth, but I can't help but be an honest man, and I got to be true to character. And I'm not going to hold back things that need to be said. I find myself to be a man of integrity, a man of honesty, a man of true value, and that's what it takes to serve our country in the military. That's what it takes to serve our country. If you want to get in law enforcement, that's what it should take to serve our country if you want to be a representative of we the people. And if you lack that integrity as a character, as a human being, as a person, then you definitely should not be taking up that role and be given that responsibility at all. I appreciate that, Steve, for all of your comments. Karen Thompson says, I need a reading from your wife. I'm going to set one up soon. Yes, indeed. Please definitely do that. Yeah, she said a certification should be enough. And even with that should be your choice. If you want to receive any type of certification, that should be your choice. It shouldn't be a requirement in order for you to get a job, especially one that's being imposed on that employer by the state. Now, if the employer takes it upon themselves to say, hey, if you want to work for me, you got to have a license, you got to have a certification, whatever, a degree, then that's their choice. But majority of businesses have that imposed upon their employees because they're having that imposed upon them by the state as a requirement to make sure that they're up to code, to make sure that they're, meeting the government's requirements. Fuck that. Let's end that relationship right there and get people back to work. That's how we're going to do shit. Woohoo, you can cook book with me. Yeah, you can book with me. I don't know where I got to cook a book, but that's what the government is doing, cooking books. We want to stop that. But yes, please definitely book with my wife, crystalhealingarts.com. Check her out. I've been talking for a long time now. I'm going to just run through these comments here and then get my ass out of here. If you have any more questions, like I said, I was just doing a quick Q&A. I was supposed to have my guest on, Moses West, founder of the Moses West Foundation and creator of the atmospheric water generator creator, which basically creates drinking water out of thin air. He was out there in Flint, Michigan during the water crisis to create water. He was out in Puerto Rico during the hurricane to create drinking water. So I was hoping to have him here on our show because as a candidate for mayor of Fresno, a place where agriculture is big industry, and there's tons of droughts. When California supplies over half of the nation's fruits and vegetables, produce comes from California. I was attempting to have these atmospheric water generators here in Fresno, so we can have our own water, and not have to pay for water or not have to take the water from the ocean and, siphon it through ecosystems where you're killing endangered species and, ruining habitats and all of this other shit. Yeah, machine right here in Fresno, creating water for free, and nobody wanted it. At least, the people that didn't vote me in, because they wanted that same old, same old. Like I said, if you want to change shit and get away from that same old, I will do the same thing as governor of California. There will be no more droughts in the state of California because we will have tons of fucking water. We live right next to the ocean. We should already be desalinizing that water. But for those people inland, we should be able to provide water for them without, again, having to drill through the land all the way inland and destroy property, destroy communities, destroy ecosystems, destroy our planet to get water where it's needed when we have the technology to get it there right out of thin air. Let's definitely do that. I'm just going to say it. Was that child black? No. The kid that got shot by the police was white. Look it up. Damn it. I had the story. I was going to share it on my Instagram, but I've been caught up on social media and all of this other stuff. Haven't got to share as much as possible. But yes, white kid shot, autism, by the police. Ridiculous. And it's, again, continuing to happen. White community, black community, Mexican community, Chinese community, every community. We are every community here in America, and we are living under an authoritative government, a totalitarian government, a threatening government. We need to make sure that we are putting ourselves in a position that we can protect ourselves, since they are making moves to make sure that we don't have that right to protect ourselves. When we have that God-given right to protect ourselves, they don't have the authority to ever take that away. We got to stand together and stand united as such, for such, okay? Steve Espinoza says, that's right, no name calling. Isn't it stupid when you or anybody? I know, thank you very much. And he says, that calls police, someone has to go to jail. Someone should, but heads hardly ever roll in government. That's why you don't see many government officials ever ending up in prison. And in the state of California, I would make jail such a horrible place. Nobody would ever want to go there. And one of the first people that I would start with arresting and throwing in jail would be those government officials that have committed treason and that have failed to uphold their oath to the United States Constitution and the people of California. Those would be the first people that I would make sure end up in jail. And as I said, jail would definitely not be a place that you want to go in the state of California. And we would change that. Yeah, and that's where that's where things would go. And it could start first with making sure that we have people in office, such as myself, to make sure that we're being hard on crime, tough on crime, to eliminate crime, to discourage people from wanting to commit crimes with actual punishment, with actual justice. Not just that, I don't even know what they do. They do draconian shit. They just want to harm us, to make examples, to say, don't do that. When really, we haven't done anything wrong. What's the crime for you going out and fishing without a license? What's the crime for you starting a business and selling a product or providing a service without a license? What's the crime of you buying a product with, from someone that may not be authorized to sell you that product? What's the crime? There is no crime. And because there is no crime, you should not be doing any time. That's where we would change things in the state of California. You wouldn't be put into jail and criminalized for victimless crimes. Now, the greatest victim that you could ever assault is the collective body of we the people, because especially we that put the responsibility of trust and fortitude on certain individuals to provide a service to us, and they don't. at which point they failed us, and we should no longer to continue to invest in them in any way, shape, and form, whether it be our money, whether it be our trust, whether it be our energy, because some of us go out and work for some of those entities. Defect, leave, quit, retire, whatever the fuck, just walk away. We need to rebuild something new. And if we have to build a coalition government, y'all can also Google that shit, coalition government, because the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence authorizes we, the people, as a collective body to create a new government when our old government doesn't serve us anymore. We can create a coalition government, brand new, something like you've never seen before. So far, I like what you're about. Let's do it. Thank you very much, Steve. Let's definitely do it. We're going to bring about the revolution, and we're going to bring it here to the state of California in full force. We're going to start first with love, 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 love for one another, love for unity, love for country. And we can do that collectively here in the state of California. We just need to come together to show that might through the pen, which is that vote. Vote Wildstar for governor. LL in the house from Liverpool. What's up, LL? Thank you for being here. Hope everyone is doing well. Yes, indeed. Hope you doing well out there in Liverpool as well. And he says, yes, I heard that story about the 14-year-old boy that was shot by the police. Such sad news. Indeed, it was. Like I said, something needs to change, and we need to protect our children. It's sad that there's so many people out there. I'm sure most of you out there say, I love kids, and we got to protect our kids. How are you doing it? Because I'm going to pull your card. How are you protecting kids? Are you going to vote for a candidate that would put a 14-year-old in jail and treat them as an adult? Are you going to support, because that's what your vote is. People say, oh, I'm going to throw away my vote if I vote for a third-party candidate, or if I vote for a libertarian or independent or somebody else other than a Republican or Democrat or who the TV is telling me I should vote for. If that's really what you're doing, you're supporting them. You're supporting everything about them. You're supporting their ideas. You're supporting what they're proposing to do. And what these candidates, these presidential candidates, are proposing to do are more of the same. Nothing different. Nothing different. Dissect everything that they're saying and actually compare it to the opponent. On the other side, red or blue, don't matter. Just dissect it, compare it, and see if it's actually the same in some way, shape, or form. And I assure you, it is exactly the same. You want different, do different. You got to choose differently. You got to support someone else. So when you vote, you are never throwing it away. It's never a wasted vote. You are supporting whoever, whatever. So please support those people that will do something. If we go and help the kids, if you really want to help the kids, if you really want to protect the kids, start first with the damn money. Our money. Because while you don't give a damn if we start another war with another country, we gonna pay for it. And our kids gonna pay for it. And our kids' gonna pay for it. You know why we know that? Because look at our parents. They ran on that same program. And they paid for it. And we paid for it. And our kids gonna pay for it. Look at our grandparents. They ran on that same program. They paid for it. Whether it be Vietnam, World War II, or whatever the case may be, they paid for it. And we pay for it. And every generation afterwards is going to continue to pay for it. When does the buck stop? It should stop with you. It stops with me. Does it stop with you? Because if it stops with you, then you need to support me. That's how that shit's going to work. I got a few comments here. Let's see. Apprenticeship and trade school is where it's at for most professions anyway. That is exactly right. I read a story about a horseshoe creator or some shit like that. I don't even know what's the actual term. But you know how they put the horseshoes and all of that shit? They were charging people to go to school for that, to have a license for that, and all of that shit. Are you kidding me? Let that kid work with the guy who's putting horseshoes on a horse, the horseshoer or whatever, shoe horser, and let him learn how to do, or her learn how to do that. And they can do it through apprenticeship. And now they can learn that trade, learn that skill, learn that ability, go out in the world and get a job, or create their own job, and or create their own company and provide jobs to more people. That's how innovation works. That's how job creation works. Government stifles job creation. They stops it in their tracks when they say, no, you need to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z, whatever the hell. Get your ass out of my way. Let me do the job. Let me provide that job. And I would do that as governor of California. No, never. Yes. All right. And Steve Espinosa says, you are right. Thank you very much. TJ in the house says, sellouts of the people. You damn Skippy. A lot of these people are sellouts. And I'm glad you do defend the kids. You know, he's out there and he's speaking out against what's going on, being active. You know, and a lot of people right now, they feeling like, why should they go out there and protest against criminal justice reform or police brutality? Or why is that their fight? Why should I go out there and say that we need to reopen the state, reopen jobs, reopen businesses? Why should I go out there and say we need to reopen schools and end pedophilia? Like in the state of California, where they're trying to push a law to make it legal for a 25-year-old to fuck around with a 15-year-old. Is that shit cool? Yes. That's what they're attempting to do right now, while people are losing their jobs, while people are unable to provide for their families, going hungry and homeless and all of this other shit, while they can't send their kids to school. The government of California is pushing legislation to legalize statutory rape. It's happening right here in this state of California. I forgot the name of the bill. I think it was like SB 115 or some shit like that. Let me see if I can find it. SB 145. Is that it? SB 145. Look it up, people. SB 145 in California. Fucked up. I'm taking a crack at it. Please do. Help your boy out here. Yahshua says, amen. Amen to you. And we keep preaching, keep speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? This political gospel right here, you're going to hear it all day, every day. Check that out on my YouTube channel, too. I got some videos called Political Gospel that I was doing a while back. Karen Thompson says, 1 in 7 Americans actually work for the government. That shit's nuts. I'm telling you, the government is the largest employer in the entire country. Why should they be employing so much people with our tax dollars? You people don't think that government is like a business. It's not an entity. It's we the people hiring other people to do a job. They're nothing but people. They're not a special group of people. They're not outside people coming into America. They are us put in position to take care of shit. People that we allow to have closed door meetings about our guns, our cars, our homes, our kids, our bodies, our taxes, our everything. We need to stop that. Tell them people they don't need to do that job no more. It's unnecessary. I'm a grown up. I'm an adult. I can handle my own shit. How about you just make sure we're not getting invaded by another country? How about you just make sure I'm able to trade with as many people as possible, whether they be in America or outside of America, so I can maximize my ability for buying power. Because that's what it's all about. If we want to make the American economy strong, we got to make sure buying power is as strong as possible. And when you're borrowing money and creating money out of thin air, that devaluates your currency, makes it worth zero. You're going to find out in America You're going to find out the hard way. LL says not everyone is academic. Apprenticeship is fantastic for our society. They have been educating the young that way in Finland for decades. Exactly. Not everybody should have to be required to obtain a degree and go to a educational facility just to obtain employment in this country. That's what they've done by commercializing the college industry and higher education. That's what they've done, is commercialized higher education, commercialized education in general, because now you have the schools where, what are they called? The ones where they can spend money and what is it? Damn it, I forgot the damn term. But it's not private schools. It's like private schools, but public schools. But yeah, we need to stop that. Especially if our tax dollars is going to supplement those types of schools. We need to end it. I think public educational facilities could be well funded, could be built to withstand the test of time by making sure they're technologically outfitted for such, and create a new environment for people to learn in, and with what's happening right now with this coronavirus lockdown and all of the procedures put in place because of it, majority of people are at home learning, getting, their classes through a computer screen. So we can definitely change our classrooms moving forward, and more people would be embracing of that. That's what I think. Steve Espinosa says, I'm sorry, but fuck no. Yes, about that SB 145. I'm very pissed off about 50-year-old girl and 20 to 21-year-old man. Real shit, exactly. I'm with you, bro. I'm in family and all. Yes, and that's what we need to do. Come together as a family, the united family of Americans. Stand together for all of what we've been put through. All of our ancestors that have sacrificed their lives and their blood and their money and their time to invest in this country and make sure it has become as great as what it is. We can make America greater than it's ever been before. Right now, it's being stagnated. We can look outside, and our environment is reflective of the soul of this country. You look in San Francisco, the Bay Area, you go outside, Fresno, you go outside, it's red. The sky is red from sun up to sun down. It looks like hell on earth. And people are even saying how apocalyptic it looks outside and how despotic our future is looking, how grim and disastrous it is becoming. Why is that? Are we perpetuating that? Are we creating that? Are we doing anything with our collective power to reverse what's going on in our community? We definitely need to do so. I think most people don't want to do apprenticeships, though, because they are told you are stupid if you do more labor-related jobs. Yeah, that's another thing. But if you look into labor-related jobs, they get paid. They get mad paid. Loggers, I think, are like the most paid, and they're one of the most dangerous jobs at like $40, $60 an hour, or some shit like that. Foremans, they get paid a lot of money. Physical labor, all of those people that go up on wires and do all of the cabling for buildings and for cities, they get paid a lot of money, and it's all physical labor. It doesn't take a degree. It doesn't take a genius to do it. All it takes is skill, and someone that is not as skilled, of course, isn't going to be able to provide that job, and they'll be able to prove so quickly. But those people that are should have the opportunity to go out there and obtain any job that they choose. Make America greater is a badass slogan, right? I might have to coin that, but I might get sued by Trump or some shit like that. But it's any man's game, right, Karen? Shit. I should definitely do that. Make America greater, or make California greater, than ever before. That's what we want to do in the great state of California. Make California greater than ever before with me, Nicholas Wildstar, candidate for California governor. Our government is fighting with each other and trying to get us involved. They want us to pick a side. We almost open our eyes. I'm sticking with you, brother. Thank you very much, Steve. Please stick with me. More people need to open their eyes to what's going on. Once you're woke, you're woke. And if, like I said, check out that damn woke show on Hulu, because it opens your eyes to a lot of realities that are happening right here in our world, in real time. And I think once you are aware of what's going on, you can't turn back. And that's what's happening collectively right now to the human consciousness. We are now more aware to what's going on in our human body than ever before. We can't turn back. We're going to have people that want to be ignorant to what's going on. They are afraid. We can't let fear prevent us from moving forward. It never has before, and we never can let it now. That's what being a brave American is all about. It's going out there in the face of fear, in the face of adversity, and courageously standing for freedom and unity and liberty. And that's what we want to do. Go out there, live freely without anyone scaring us into submission. I don't want to live in my house afraid of what's going to happen outside of what's happening outside in the world. That's not going to make my life better. And that never did, never will. And anyone out there that's embracing that to be fear-mongered into living in their own home should definitely look into their spirit to say, what is it about me that's making me so afraid of the world? Because I'm not truly living. That's not truly living when you're afraid of everything. The Creator didn't want you to exist that way, and I don't want you to exist that way. It would be nice if our government didn't want you to exist that way, but right now, more than ever before, they're showing their true colors, and that's that they want us to be living under their control. They want us to be subordinates. They want us to live in an oppressed environment, in a fearful environment where we are not interacting with each other. We're not talking to each other. They're even saying now, speaking too loud spreads the coronavirus. Keep your voice down, because if you speak at the lower decibel and the lower volume, it has lowers the ability. Man, get that shit out of here. Are you kidding me? They just want us to believe anything, but don't kiss. If you're in a relationship, don't kiss anyone without wearing a mask. Are you kidding me? We got to stop this. And then you got celebrities out there propagandizing too, jumping in on all of this. It's absurd. We need to be aware of what's going on, stop what's going on, and not allow it to happen any longer. Karen Thompson sends me much love, says, I love it. Make California greater. All right, cool. We're going to do that. And Hard Boy Trendy says they can stick this new normal up their asses. I'm with you on that, Hard Boy Trendy. Shit, we gonna get things back to normal here in California as well as in the rest of the country. But it starts first with us leading by example. So everyone out there that's watching, I truly appreciate you for jumping in this conversation. Please, definitely, please go out there, do your due diligence, and of course, get involved in this election, okay? Vote Libertarian. Let me find there we go. All right, vote Libertarian. Your primary Delaware is coming up this Tuesday, September 15th. Delaware, please go out there, vote Libertarian, switch up the status quo. Again, like I said, don't get caught up in the zombie voting by voting, red and blue, voting status quo over and over again. If you're going to vote for a Republican or Democratic candidate, let them be a Libertarian. If they aren't, then don't, okay? We had Adam Carbone, who was a Libertarian Democrat, running out in Cranston, Rhode Island for mayor this Tuesday. He didn't win that election. Next week, Tuesday, I'm going to be having on Ricky Estrada, who is a libertarian Republican running for mayor. I hope that people out there get wise enough to vote for him. So you got to read between the lines. You got to look into your candidates, find out who they are to represent for we the people. But all of you out there that haven't voted yet in Delaware, please go out, vote Libertarian. Jo Jorgensen, candidate for president of the United States. Help her get the number needed so she can qualify for the presidential debates, which should be coming up within the next few weeks here. But we got to make sure that she's getting the needed percentage to be included in that debate. The debate council or whatever, the people in control of it, they have requirements too. You got to have so many votes nationwide, and you got to have fundraised so much money, believe it or not, or else you'd be excluded from the debates. So I believe she hit if she hasn't hit the donation mark, please definitely make sure that you contribute to her campaign as soon as you can. But like I said, you can do the bare minimum, which is by going into the voting booth for free and voting for Jo Jorgensen. And that would also help all candidates on the ballots that do not have ballot access, that have to collect signatures just to get onto the ballot. So please definitely vote Jo Jorgensen. Vote, vote, vote Libertarian. Delaware 15 or Delaware September 15. Your primary is coming up. Please definitely be sure to go out there and vote Libertarian next week, Tuesday, okay? Speaking of Libertarians, you want to vote for this one or give this one an opportunity to be heard, please go on over to crowdpack.com/C/Wildstar4Gov. I am running for governor of California, and I'm hoping to hit my goal of $10,000 before the end of the year. I want to get that as soon as possible. If I can get $3,000 every month for the next 2 months, then that would definitely get the ball rolling significantly. So help me meet my mark for the month of $3,000 by going over to crowdpack.com/C/Wildstar4Gov. Contribute what you can. $20 for 2020. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely take that. 20 cents. I don't think that's worth it because they're going to tax and all of that. They're going to take out a percentage. But again, every contribution helps. So please donate whatever you can to help my campaign be as successful as possible. And if you want to get me in office sooner than later, please head on over to recallgavin2020.com. That's recallgavin2020.com and support the recall for Gavin Newsom, the current governor of California, who sucks. He's awful. And we want to get his ass out of office right now. So please head on over to recallgavin2020.com. If you live in California, print out that petition, sign that petition, circulate that petition to make sure as many people as possible know about that petition and have signed that petition. We got to hit 1.5 million votes by the end of November, which is coming up soon. We got 2 months pretty much. Until that deadline is here. So we need as many signatures as possible. So please, like I said, if you live in California, print out this petition, sign this petition, circulate it, and donate. We all these organizations are grassroots organization. We don't have major donor support. So please head on over to recallgavin2020.com, donate so we can help get this petition be seen and heard by more people in the state. Mainstream media don't want to talk about it. If we can get some press, that would definitely help. And speaking of organizations that are supporting recall, I am affiliated with We Have Rights, which is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that is fighting to restore the constitutional oath by our elected officials, and that's holding them accountable by making sure that we get out there and raise some noise every time that they fail to do so. So we've been mobilizing tens of thousands of people here in the state of California to protest the governor to reopen the state, and we would like to continue to do so. So head on over to wehaverightscorp.org. Join the organization. You can click on join us and join all of us patriots here in California that are, again, fighting to reopen the state. And if you are not able to get involved and are watching elsewhere, you can donate. Just click on donate and contribute whatever little or as much as possible. Any and all generous donations are definitely needed. So please send that over ASAP, okay? Trey Saunders says, what about gun control in Cali? Because I'm not giving up my A-15 because some idiot decided to shoot it in an office building. Hey, you know me, man. I'm going to reinstate the Second Amendment as it is and nullify any and all unconstitutional gun laws in the state of California, and those that prohibit you from having that A-15 legally and without you requiring paperwork, etc. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of all of that shit, man. It's gonna be a wonderful thing. $50 fine for not wearing a mask on MTA. That's ridiculous. Out here in California, it's a $50 fine for not wearing a mask on MTA. That's the Metro Transit Authority, which I believe is the majority of Southern California and a little bit of Orange County, etc. So, yeah, we need to provide more opportunities for people to be riding public transportation that don't want people to, that don't want to force people to have to adhere to have to wear a mask. So give me an offense and let's change things. Be loud, be safe. Send Nicholas Wildstar $1.50. Right? You're right about that, Karen Thompson. Yes, please. Send me $1 or $50 or any dollars. I'll take any dollars, please, so we can get into office and take over government. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be taking over government. Do you want to take over government? Are you sick of politicians being bought out, being sold out to the biggest donor or the largest corporation? Change that shit. Put me in your pocket where politicians belong, And you can do that if you head on over to crowdpack.com/C/Wildstar4Gov, and please make a contribution to my campaign today. Thank you so much, Karen Thompson, for the support. And as I said to you guys also, please definitely come and check out my wife, Crystal Wildstar, on Wednesdays. She does her thing, Crystal Room Wednesdays, where she provides psychic readings to the public for free. So if you are on my Governor Wildstar YouTube channel, definitely subscribe so you can get that information, that update when I post that, which I believe I have already. So be sure to just click, update on that and jump in Wednesday for Crystal Room Wednesdays with my wife, Crystal Wildstar. And of course, if you guys enjoyed the Black Side of Liberty, please come back next week, Tuesday, where I'll be speaking with, again, Ricky Estrada, who is a candidate running for mayor of Menifee, California. So I will be speaking with Ricky right here next week, Tuesday, September 15th, on the Black Side of Liberty. So please come on back, where we're going to be talking with him about his campaign. So all my beings of light, art, culture, and knowledge out there, I appreciate you guys for being here, all of the chats, all of the questions and comments. Thank you so much for all of the love. I apologize that my guest, Moses West, wasn't able to drop through. Hopefully we will be able to reschedule him back onto the show in the near future. But in the meantime, like I said, please come on back Tuesday, where I will be talking to my next guest, mayor, a current candidate for mayor of Menifee, California, Ricky Estrada. So till then, you guys, you have a wonderful weekend. May the light and God of liberty shine on each and every one of y'all. Peace.